Welcome to the American Dream in the Eyes of Immigrants podcast. I am your host, Heidy De La Cruz, and I am on the mission to change the narrative of immigration, one immigrant story at a time. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the American Dream in the Eyes of Immigrants podcast. I am your host, Heidy De La Cruz, and today I have Miss Yazmin with us. And she is going to be talking about her journey coming from Mexico and then also going to be talking about her artwork, which I'm excited to get to a little bit later. But Yazmin, thank you so much for coming on and being willing to share your story, your journey, and just here, to just share. Thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited. I was just telling you that I'm just so honored that we have this platform. We have the ability to come together. Like I'm all the way in Vegas, and you're all the way on the other side too, and then we can like meet up and talk and just like how your thread build your own table,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's what we're doing. We're building our own table, and this has been also, like, healing for me to come
Mhm.
because I'm doing, like, multiple different podcasts,
Yeah.
and I'm connecting with different women, like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
amazing. You're like, what you guys do, and it's just very inspiring,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Okay, if they can do it, I can do it too." Like, what's
Yes.
holding me back? Why can't I What's holding me back from this? Like, I can do this too. Alright. I see. So,
Yes, thank you for
you
sharing that because I share very openly on Threads, particularly. So if anybody's out there is not on Threads yet, that's where I'm mostly active on, and I share the good and the bad that comes with this journey of podcasting. Like some days I'm like, okay, I have no energy to do this,
ah,
and some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this so much, and I do love it. I do but it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time,
yeah,
but I like sharing the good and the bad and like the small wins to encourage others to same thing like you said, like if I'm doing it, you can do it too. Why not? Right? I'm doing it, you can do it too. So I really like to share to motivate, inspire, and have other people do what they want because life is too short to not be living out your dream, to not start the business if you wanna start the business, write the book if you wanna write the book, start the podcast if you wanna
yes.
start the podcast. So, thank you for
Start the
sharing that.
podcast.
Yeah, start the podcast, so
Start the podcast. Yeah.
awesome. Well, thank you again for being here, and so, yes, let's do a little introduction, for the audience, who you are, what you do, and then we can get into, you can get into sharing your childhood in Mexico from what you remember.
Yes. Yes. Well, my little intro, I had it written down, but then I'm like, I lost it. But then I'm like, no, let's do it from the heart. So I am Yazmin Garcia. I am originally from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. And I got this crazy idea of starting my small little business.
Mhm.
I am a stay-at-home mother of 3,
Okay.
and yes, and it's coming up to 3 years now, and a year ago, I was like, "You know what? I can do this." I have a friend, shout out, from Pingona Inc., Ms. Vidi. She has her own small business, and she's amazing, so she was very inspiring to me, and I was like she was my coworker in my old job, and
Mhm.
I was sitting next to her when she was starting in 2016, and I was like, "Wow." And I remember her telling me, "You have an eye,
Mhm.
like, you have an eye for this." I was like, "No, I don't. What are you saying? Okay." And then a year ago, I was like, "I do have it. Like, why has it taken me this long to, like,
Yeah.
chase it?" So, a year ago, I started, and I have, the honor and the opportunity of having one of my artworks at the Mayor's Museum. It
Okay.
was featured last, with, other artists as well, and I applied and I got it, and I was like, "Okay." And then thank
Congratulations.
you. And it was there, from November all the way to February, and from February, it moved to, it's currently here in Las Vegas in El Consulado de Mexico.
Oh, nice, a
Yeah,
Mexico consulate.
yeah.
Nice.
It's hanging up there,
Oh,
and
that's
I'm like,
beautiful.
"Okay, I can do this. I got this." And so little by little, I'm building my own table, reaching
Yes.
out, and my work is very centered on women empowerment and mental health
Okay.
because I feel like those are and of course, the Latin community, um, and those are something that I feel very close to my heart,
Yeah.
and I hope my art is something that people see and feel a connection, and it's just really you're not alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're okay. Like, those feelings that you feel, normal,
Yeah.
completely normal, but don't give up. Like, keep going. You got this. You got this. So, if I can resonate to other people that simple fact, to other women, that simple
Mhm.
fact that I'm doing my job. I'm doing my
Yeah. I
it's a
love
little
that.
short, but chaotic a little about me.
It's all good. It's all good. I love that. I want to ask more questions about your art a little bit later because I definitely want to highlight that and have people support you. So tell us about growing up in Mexico.
Yes. I was brought to the United States when I was only 2 years old. So
Mhm.
I lived in Mexico for 2 years
Mm.
only.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't remember. I really don't remember anything. But what I do know is that when we were in Mexico, we lived, you know how in Mexico there's, well, I'm sorry, no, they don't know, but in Mexico, the houses over there, you can stack them.
Okay.
So
Yes.
what people do is they build the next generation, they offer their roof. And,
Mm.
we had my grandparents were on the bottom, and then we were living on the top.
Okay.
And that was where we were staying, and, um my uncles, um, is coming over and they were like, come over," and so my dad was the first that came, and he came in the crazy year of 1994.
Okay.
He experienced, he came, to LA, and he experienced the LA riots. He
Oh.
experienced the earthquake. He was really close on being, "You know what?
Yeah.
This is not this
Yeah.
is not a good sign, I'm gonna go." But he kept to it, and then, my mom was very strict and, like, forward that if he stays, she's going.
Okay.
Like, we're going. Like, there's no, like, stay. Either you come back or I go. So he's
Okay.
like, "Okay, come." So I remember, like, asking her, like, "How did we come?" And every day is a different story, so I don't believe
That's
I don't believe
hilarious.
I don't believe none of the stories. But yeah, we came first in LA, and I don't there's a show, my kids watch it all the time, it's so cute, it's called Casa Grande.
Okay.
It's just a lot of primos and uncles and grandparents, they all live in one little apartment, and you just see the chaos and the love, and it's a really cute show, and I tell my daughter, like, "I love this show because it's my childhood."
Aw.
'Cause I was living in one we were all living in one it was 3 to 4 families in one little apartment,
Mhm.
and I remember growing up with my cousins, and that was normal to me,
Yeah.
and my daughter looks at me and she's like, "Oh my god.
Yeah. Like,
Wow."
that's not normal, mom.
No, I was like, "That was my
Yeah.
normal," and I grew up in a village, like, in the
Aw.
little apartment with all our families, and yeah, it was crazy, but it was all love. Mm.
Mm. And so I know you're in Las Vegas now. When did you move to Vegas?
Oh, yes. So we moved, right in 1997.
Okay.
So we got here in, I don't remember the month, but we got here in 1994, and then that same year, and then a few years passed, and we couldn't all live together. We were all like, "We need our space." So
Yeah.
then one brother, came there's 3 brothers, so one brother came to Vegas, and then, the other brother was like, "Like Vegas too." So then another brother came over here, and we been here ever since 1997, and love and hate my Vegas. I love Vegas. It's my like, I think I'm so used to it, and it's such a diverse place,
Yeah.
like, it's todo, de todo.
Yeah.
It's been nice. It's been nice.
And from okay, so when
And,
you moved from
sorry.
Mexico, you said that it was, you and your mom? No siblings?
But yes, when we moved over here from in 1997, my younger brother was born.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so he was born here in Vegas, and then, yeah, it's just him and me, just
Okay.
dos.
Oh, that's
Um,
so sweet.
we are 5 years apart, and, we're super close, actually. Shout out to my brother. He's about to have a baby, so
You're gonna
he's
be an auntie, that's so
telling me an aunt.
cool.
I'm so excited. It's always been me. I'm the only one that's been popping out kids, and then one
Oh.
of my cousins, and now I'm like, "Yes, keep going. No more for me." Um,
Oh,
and
that's so cute.
when we came, we noticed that my brother had a speech delay,
Mhm.
and, he was coming up to 5 years old, and he couldn't really communicate, which is ironic because my brother, my son, actually, my youngest son has that.
Mm,
So we're going through the, like, kind of the therapy and todo eso
yeah.
también with him. But with that, growing up, um he had to go to therapy, and he had to seek out help, and, that's when my parents, were advised that they can seek out residency for that. Like, they can kinda, like, petition. I don't know the disclaimer, I don't know all the, immigration, like, terminology, and
Yeah.
this is my story could be completely different from somebody else's story, but they petitioned through him because their petition was, "If they deport us, you're gonna take away all the resources that we have for the American citizen." But
Okay. To be able to
that's
help him with his speech.
with his speech, with his
Okay.
therapy, and, that yeah, they got and they won the case.
Yeah.
Um, the only thing was they didn't add me in it, because if they add me in they were advised by the lawyers, like, "Oh, it would look like, oh, you," or it would look bad or something like that, which
Mhm.
is crazy to me, but it wouldn't look good. So they told my parents, like, "You can petition her later. Like,
Mm,
you don't have to petition her right now, because if you petition her as well with everyone, it might be denied."
mm,
Um, and then, like, it will be, higher, like, acceptance or something like that. So the only problem with that is when they got their residency, I was 15.
mhm.
So and with immigration, when todos los process and everything, it it gets delayed, like, it's
Yeah.
not an easy peasy, like, "Okay, we're gonna get it tomorrow."
It takes years.
Years, it takes
Mhm.
years. So when I was 17,
Hi, Heidi here. Thank you so much for listening and supporting my podcast, but most importantly, the mission. If you would like to further support this podcast, there are a few ways you can do that. You can sign up for the newsletter. You'll receive the episodes straight to your inbox every time they drop. The link is in the show notes and the show description. You can subscribe to the podcast YouTube channel. And lastly, you can donate money. That link is also in the show notes and show description. If you would like to sponsor an episode or promote your business on this show, send me an email at Heidi@HeidiDelacruz.com. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the episode.
Is when I got the acceptance, well, not the acceptance letter, but like your trámite, like it was going to be processed.
Okay.
Like we just received it and we're processing it now. And all you need to do now is just wait for your appointment. And my lawyer was like, but there's a problem because you're 17. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, you have a choice. You can leave the country before you turn 18. It was like 18 and a half ish, but like 18 before you're considered legally an adult.
Yeah.
Because if you continue, like you're going to be considered an adult and your dad can't petition you. And I'm like, okay,
Oh my goodness. Okay.
yeah, that was it. And I love my lawyer. Shout out my lawyer. My lawyer. Uh, they retired, but shout out to them because she kept it real.
Yeah.
Like she kept it real. She's like, "You're 17. Like the this is a hard decision. Like, what do you do?"
So okay, so what did you do? And then
Yeah.
like the risks of it, like, for the audience to know.
Oh yes.
'Cause
Sorry, I
no, no,
get
no, you're fine
excited.
because it is a very tough decision to make at 17 years old.
17. You're a
Yeah.
baby.
Mhm.
So I had two options. I could either leave the country. I had to leave the country and re-enter legally. And I will still be considered a minor because I left the country at
Mhm.
before 18. And then I can just be waiting for the process in Mexico, because it was gonna be, the immigration, like, meeting was gonna be in Ciudad Juarez,
Mm.
and I could just wait for it. The only problem with that, again, it's not gonna be tomorrow. They,
Yep.
gave me a year to 5 years. A year to 5 years. That was my estimated time, and I was 17.
My god. Okay.
Yep.
And what was the other choice?
You can stay. You can stay. You can graduate. I was on track to graduate with my honors. And she's like, "You can stay and you can kinda, like, see your luck, see what's gonna happen," and I'm like I knew, what do I choose? Like, a
Mhm.
hope for a future, but maybe, maybe not. Like,
Mhm.
it worked out, but it was
Okay,
a
and what
maybe.
did you choose?
I chose to go to Mexico.
Oh my at 17 years old.
Yeah.
You went to Mexico. Oh, okay. No, tell us, tell us, tell us.
Yeah,
I
no,
am
no. So, in, 2011, yes, it was 2011, in January, I dropped out from high school. I remember I walked in and I dropped out with my honors. And it was so cute because well, cute, sorry, terminology. It was very inspiring. Other teachers, because I was crying at school.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
teachers were like, "I like, how can we help?" And I was like, "There's you can't help."
Mhm.
They really trying to help. So one of my teachers gave me her personal phone number and she was like, "When you come back, because you're gonna come back, call me, okay? Call me and you will graduate with your honors." okay? You're not gonna lose this, you're gonna graduate, so you don't worry about that." And I'm like, "Okay." And I dropped out in March 2011. I went back to Mexico at age 17, a country that I hadn't been since I was 2 years old.
So where did you go?
I, thankfully, I have a really big family.
Yeah.
So I went to, live first with my grandparents from my dad's side, my
Okay.
paternal's, grandparents. Remember, we have a casita, so I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I'm gonna go there."
Yeah.
Um, and it was nice because I got to connect with my grandparents,
Mhm. Mhm.
and, I was their first grandchildren that had a, like I lived with them, like,
Mm.
the other grandchildren were all already over here in the United States, so they didn't connect that bond. Even if I was grown up, I was all grown up, but they
Yeah.
still remembered their little grandchild, so it was nice having that opportunity to connect. And, the only thing is my paternal grandparents live kinda in a urban area in Jalisco, and, it was just very excluded from, like, civilization.
Mm.
Um, so I stayed there for 6 months. I bonded with my grandparents, with my prima, and it was nice, but I remember, um, the thing I remember is my grandma used to take care of, children. She was a babysitter, and I remember, like, little kids would make fun of my accent because I have an accent.
Oh, in Spanish?
Yeah, they would tease me and bully me, and I'd be like, "Okay," which I still have an accent now, but I can speak a little bit more fluent
Okay.
because of that, because I lived here.
Mm.
Like, I know they told me, like, a year to 5 years, but in a year, I did a whole year, and that's when I got the mail the letter in the mail my parents got the letter in the mail that I could come back, but I'm jumping ahead. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay.
And, but I stayed a year over there, and then, I lived a little time with my grandparents, but I needed to get out. I needed to do more because I was falling into a very big depression out there. Like,
Oh.
I was sad. Of course I was sad. I was 17. I lost everything. Like, I lost my I feel like not my personality, my in ¿cómo se dice? I don't know how to say it. Like, yeah, yourself. You lost
Yeah.
your identity.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, you lived so much in a country that you felt a connection, but it wasn't there, and now you're in Mexico, and you're like, "Okay,
Mhm.
where do I belong?"
Mhm.
Like, I don't fit over there, but I don't fit in here.
Ni de aquí ni de allá.
Ni de aquí ni de allá. I felt
Mhm.
very just lost, and I was going through a very deep depression out there, and that's when my mom got the idea that, to go live with one of my tias.
Okay.
She's like, "Go live move out." Like, I stayed 6 months with my paternal grandma, but she's like, "You need to go, you need to explore, you need to get out." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I'm scared." Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared, like, all these times they tell me these stories about Mexico, que Mexico esto, que no it's not safe, and I was scared really to branch out, but this was the interesting part, and I'm gonna try my best not to get emotional. And
Okay. And it's
but,
okay
like,
if you do, because it's an emotional
I'm a big
story.
crybaby, but I when I went to Mexico, I didn't accept it
Mm.
porque tenía miedo, I was
Mhm.
scared.
Mhm.
But Mexico was ready. Mexico accepted me with open arms, Mexico
Aw.
when I finally opened my arms and was like, "Okay, let me try."
Yeah.
Oh, Mexico's love, Mexico's community, Mexico's beautiful. And,
Mm.
sorry, sorry.
No, don't be
And,
sorry. Don't be sorry. It's okay.
and, so I lived over there. I moved in with my tia, and that's when I really, like, I connected.
Mhm.
I connected, I found myself, I found my community, I found friends, which I still talk to some of them now.
Aw.
I really I love my tia. Shout out to my tia. She's amazing woman. I was still depressed,
Mhm.
but she would be like, "Get up, vámonos. You're gonna help me work. We're gonna go." And she sold things, from catalogs.
Okay.
So people would go to her house and she would sell them, and then she would go to a factory and pick them up, and she would have me carry them. And she'd be
Aw.
like, "You're perfect. Come here." I'm a big girl, so I was like, "Okay." So I would be carrying them, and then that's when she would take me out and, like, little corner restaurants here and there, and I really got a feel of the community, of the culture, and it's amor, puro
Yeah.
amor.
How far away were your paternal grandparents and your aunt?
Yeah, they were pretty far.
They're
They were,
far.
like, 30 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody rides buses in Mexico.
Okay.
So, it would be like a 30 to 40-minute bus. It was pretty pretty far.
Yeah. Okay.
And, but when I moved in with my tia was closer to my other tias. So
Okay.
I would go to different tias. Like, I would mainly live with my main tia, but she was so close to my other family members that I would sleep over or I would hang
Yeah.
out. I would be like, "What are you doing?" And again, I am now 18 in Mexico. So my older cousins would be like, come out, like
Yeah.
we'll have some fun." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll go." So I was able to experience like todo allá con ellas.
Mhm.
And um it was nice. It was a very good experience for me and very I got brave. I found my courage. I found my voice, and I would ride the bus by myself. I
Wow.
would be like, "I'm gonna go to so and so is gonna be here with my cousins, and I'm gonna sleep over there." Well, I still had to ask permission because my tia,
Mhm.
she was like my mom. So I'd be like,
Mhm.
can I go here and stay with this prima, and then we're gonna go here, here, here." And she'd be like, "Where are you going? Who's gonna be there?" Da-da-da. I'm
Mhm.
like, "Hee hee." Like, she was still my mom, and it
Yeah.
was cute because it was nice because she looks like my mom. So it was a very, like it was a nice experience, and, I would ride the bus by myself. I would get my little backpack and ride by myself, or I went through a fitness journey out there as well, and I would go to, I wanna say it's kinda like a forest.
Mhm.
I would go to this forest at 5 o'clock in the morning by myself to
Mm.
run, and I think about it now and I'm like, "You crazy. Why would you" I wouldn't do it now. And I'm like, "Why would you?"
Yeah.
But 18-year-old me, was having the time of her life, and, I'm like, "Go, girl, yes." And, it's so interesting because I would ride the bus everywhere out there, and here in the United States, I'm a little bit more scared to ride the bus because you never know who's on the bus here, and it's just but
Yeah.
everybody rides the bus out there. So it's like it's the norm.
Yeah.
So I felt comfortable out there. If I got lost, which happened multiple times, uh, multiple times, because remember, this was before you could, like, map it out on your phone.
Yeah, GPS and stuff. Mhm.
This was in 2011 where you would have to be like, "Okay, look it up on the computer. I got it. I know where I'm going." No. But the cool thing out there is if you get lost, you just ask.
Mm.
You just ask, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm lost. What this is where I'm supposed to go, but I don't know where I am."
Mhm.
And they'd be like, "Don't worry, no te preocupes, I got you.
Yeah.
Vas a ir para allá," and, like, they would help. They would and I would always go straight to, like, the older ladies. They were super sweet. They were like,
Mhm.
"Mija, don't worry. Do you have money?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Thank you, thank you." But yeah, even, like, the bus drivers, if you would be like, "I'm lost," they would be like, "Oh, don't worry. I got you. This is where you're going." Um, I found my community out there, and then in January of 2012 is when my parents got the letter in the
Mhm.
mail saying that, my appointment was set.
Mhm.
Um, and in February, um, my dad came over, flew down. He's the one that flew me out, and he was the one that flew me to Ciudad Juarez. He was the one that was moving me around.
Alright, so you're saying your dad came after getting the, appointment.
Yes, my dad came to Guadalajara, and again, I have a big family. So we have family in Ciudad Juarez, and, we have a great aunt in Ciudad Juarez, and, my paternal grandma was like, "Hey, we stay? Can you help us out?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, come over. We got you." So I stayed I believe, like, it was a week out there, and, it's cold. It's cold in February out there. It
Oh,
was
yeah, I was there in January of
Oh,
this year, and I
yes!
was like, "Why is it so cold? Like, what is going on?"
I did see that, I
Mm,
remember. Must have been we'll touch back on that because I wanna hear about that. That sounds
okay.
amazing, like, just an experience. But we went to Ciudad Juarez, and, I remember they had to do a physical.
Mhm.
It was just very I felt it very intrusive because, like,
Yeah,
physical, and they had to test out if I was healthy, not
yeah.
felt it.
Did they do the TB test, the
Yeah,
tuberculosis? Yep.
they gave me the shots,
Mhm.
and just it was a lot that was a lot of process.
Yeah.
It felt a lot to me, and then, after that, I, had my appointment scheduled, and this was one of the okay, again, no voy a chillar. Um, I I went through all this emotion just waiting for this day, waiting for
Yeah.
this appointment,
Yeah.
that it was like I was scared. I was like, "What if I
Mhm.
mess it up? I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna do something." I'm like, "Okay, okay." And I remember carrying a big giant folder. I was ready. That I'm like, "I'm ready. Estudié. They're gonna ask me all these questions, and I got this. I got this." And I had my little folder. I went into it reminded me of the DMV.
Mm.
It was like a DMV. You got your number, and you're sitting down with all the other people that are waiting for their number, but it's dead quiet. Nobody's talking because everybody is nervous.
Yeah.
Todos tienen miedo. And
Yeah.
so I remember just sitting there and just being like, "Okey," like, my heart going, and I forgot her name, but the lady, I still remember her next to me, she started talking, and that really calmed me down.
Mm.
She was just like, "Mija, like, what brings you here?" Like, I don't even remember her story. Like, I think it was her husband también la estaba pidiendo, but she's like I told her my story, and she's like, "Oh, you got it. Why are you so worried? Like, lo vas a agarrar for
Mm.
sure." I was like, "You think? Girl, your English is really good. Like, you got it. You're
Yeah.
basically from over there. Like, you got it." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, it centered me. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay." And then they called my name, and I walked up, and you're not even sitting. They don't even have the decency of you're, like, sitting in your own little, like, room. No, it's just you're standing in a booth. Like, people are right next to you, and that's the
Yeah.
chit chat that you can hear, and I walk up to this guy, I don't Era un güero. I remember him with his blonde hair and his glasses, and he goes, "English or Spanish?" And I go, "What?" He's like, "I'm reviewing your case. How do you want to proceed?" I'm guessing English because you were brought over there since you were 2. And I'm like, "Yeah, English, please." That
Yeah.
I can communicate a little bit better in English. And it just I was like, "Oh, wow." Like, I think about it now, like, I was so scared.
Mhm.
And here's this guy just he's like he calmed me down because he could see that I was scared. And he's like, "Okay, we'll continue this in English, okay?" And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I just wanna tell you, you're okay. You got it." Like, basically, I don't remember his exact words, but he, like, reassured me. He's like, "You got this, okay? I'm just gonna ask you a few questions just to make sure I process everything correctly in the system, okay?" And I'm like, "Okay." And then, like, I remember him cracking jokes and just, like, really centering me, really calming me down because I just can imagine my face, like, hella worried and just
Yeah.
scared, and I remember him, joking around and saying, "Okay, put up your hand." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna put my hand." He's like, and he just very made it enjoyable because tenía miedo, and then he got my huellas, and he's like, "Okay, in a few weeks, you're gonna get your residency and everything's processed.
Wow.
Congratulations, welcome." And I'm like, "Oh." And then I remember leaving, and I saw the lady, and she goes, like, asking me, like, without saying it, and I'm like, already crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." And then I go outside, and my dad's there with my tia waiting, and again, it's such a so place to be because everybody está preocupado, like, it's it's one of those places where you can't really explain, like, you can feel it in the air.
Mhm.
And I walk to my dad, and he goes, "¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?" And I'm like, "I got it, I got it." And then we started crying, and then, remember, it's cold in Ciudad Juárez. They took me ice skating.
Oh.
Ice skating, and we had it was just a
You could breathe.
"It's done."
Yeah.
Like, it's done, and I forgot to say throughout this whole thing, I was dating somebody
In
who
the
is
US
now
or in Mexico?
in the US.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was dating somebody, that I met in 2007. Um, so in 2011, we did the long distance relationship.
Wow.
I am currently married to him.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. We're
so
coming up to,
cute.
17 years? 16, 17. I always tell him, I'm like, "Oh, we met when we were young, when I was, like, 15 and he was 18." I'm like, "You know, I've been with you longer than I've been without you."
Wow. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, with my little sweetie. So he's important to this conversation, but I me aceleré. Um, he was my rock throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
Um And he also felt it, of course. He was very depressed. So when I called him and I told him, "Hey, like, I got it." He goes, "I'm buying your ticket right now."
I was gonna say, did you have to wait until the residency, right? You had to wait a few weeks? No?
I think a few weeks until they got it, or I don't remember
Oh, okay, that's fine.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, I think it was a few days. I don't know exactly, but I remember I did get it. And in that same week, my boyfriend, he's like, "I buy your tickets. I'll buy both of your tickets. You're coming back home."
Aw,
So he bought my dad's ticket and my ticket. Yeah.
that is so sweet.
cutie pie. He's a sweetie.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
that's when I came back, and, oh, again, I dealt with all those that roller coaster in
Mhm.
that year. So, I was like, "Okay, I got this paper. I'm gonna prove myself." That was my goal, that I'm like, "I'm gonna work hard." So I came back, I contacted my teacher. I, and I got my, honors, degree, honors diploma. I graduated high school. I applied for college. I came back with a vengeance. I did todo. I
Yeah.
got a college. I got my first job. Todo. And I want to say 3 years in, me quemé. Like I was burnt out.
Mm.
Like I was going. I'm like, I can do this. I got imposter syndrome.
Mhm.
Like I'm like, I don't deserve this. So what am I doing? Like era I'm so proud of my younger self.
Mhm.
Because that was a lot to go through at such a young
Yeah.
age.
Yes.
And if I could go back, I don't know if you've seen that trend is like a date with your younger self or something
Oh,
or
yeah, I've seen
date.
it, yeah.
I would like to have a coffee date, like, with my younger self and be like, "You don't have to prove yourself.
Mm.
You're enough, okay?
Yeah.
You're enough. You're enough. You don't have to go so hard. You're okay. Like, slow down, mama. Slow down.
Yeah.
Go get therapy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go heal, okay, girl? Because like,
'Cause what you went through was a lot.
it was a lot. It
Wow.
was a lot. Again, I was 18. By that time, I was, like, 21, 22, and I was going. I was going and going, and I'm 32 this year, um, and I'm barely healing. Like, I started therapy this year, which
Yeah, good for you.
oof,
Proud of you.
thank you. I love therapy.
Me too. Me too.
I love therapy. It's so
Yes.
validating and it's so empowering to be like, "You're okay, like, no estás loca."
Yes.
Like,
Mhm.
this why, like, all of this, and it's just so validating. Big shout
Mhm.
out, to therapy, and at 32, that's what I'm doing now. I'm healing and I'm using my voice and con todo lo que está pasando, and it's like, it's not easy. It's not
No.
like "Okay, I did it the right way."
Mhm.
Mm, no.
Yeah.
Um, I
Yeah,
was
because you went through what you went through because of a choice that was made for you. It
mhm,
wasn't something that, wasn't your fault.
yeah,
Not faulting your parents either. It was just, circumstances and things like that, and
so
that is, just because of so many outside factors, that comes into play and stuff, but it's not your fault, it's not your parents' fault, but it was a choice that was made for you, and I'm glad that you are taking the time to heal
you
and things because, yeah, it's important for that. So, did you end up going to college?
I did. I did a few years in college, and then I college is expensive.
Very. Mhm.
Um, I couldn't afford it. So um, I took a different direction. I was like, "Maybe college isn't for me." I loved college, by the way. I
Mhm.
loved it, pero está caro.
Yeah,
Was
it was a lot.
expensive even. I got scholarships, I got all these things, but, like, again, I was running.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What if I take a break?"
Mm.
You know that saying that, "Let me take a little break and then I'll come back." I will go back.
Okay.
Still a little break. Um, and then I took a little break and then I got married. Um, my husband, continuing the story, my husband is also from Guadalajara.
I was actually wondering, I was like, "Is
Yeah,
her little boo thing a
yeah,
citizen or is"
it was so funny. It was so funny. My mom goes, "I traveled so many miles And, like, el vecino, básicamente. Like, "Okay, it's fine."
That's funny.
So, we got married in 2014, and, we started his process, his residency.
Okay.
Um, lo pedí, and he got his residency, and I got my citizenship when I was 24. I'm sorry, I had the list of numbers of
No,
dates
you're fine.
that I
You're fine.
forgot. But I got my, citizenship when I was, like, 25, actually. I was 25 because I remember I had my baby already with me.
Oh,
Yeah. I
that's so
had
sweet.
I had my little girl with me. I remember taking a picture with the judge. I should frame it. There's a little picture with her, and she has her little flag, the little flag. She's like
Oh,
yeah, she was like 1, 2. So, like, we got married, we had a baby, and then, motherhood. I focused with motherhood, and yeah, that's a whole different topic I would love
yeah.
to speak of. But, yeah, I embarked on my motherhood journey, and, shout out to my husband because I don't think I would have had the courage to take that up
Yeah.
without his encouragement. He's always been very nurturing towards me, and that's also been very
Aw.
healing. And, I remember even when I met him, I was like, "You're like a dad," cracking dad jokes, and he was he was born to be a dad,
Mm,
okay? He was very nurturing, so he's been very hands-on throughout, um, throughout my motherhood journey, and, yeah, me enfoqué en eso, and I got a good, stable, corporate paying job, and, I hated it.
mm,
I hated it. I am thankful for that job because I was able to have my children, and I had them completely for free, like, no pagué nada, todo la insurance was paid. Um, I'm thankful for that, but in 2020, that's really when it, like, a
yeah.
todos.
Yeah.
So I started working from home, and by that time, ya tenía dos. I had 2 little ones,
Wow.
and all under the age of 5, and I know, I don't know what I was thinking. I added 1. I added 1 more 2 years later. I was like, "What are you doing, girl?" Um, but yeah, I did the whole work from home in 2020, and by 2022, after I had my second, yeah, I couldn't do it anymore.
Mm,
Told my husband, "I'm tired.
yeah.
I've been running since I was 17, even
Mhm.
further than that, con todo.
Yeah.
Pero, like, I've been running for so long. I can't."
Yeah.
I went through, my postpartum. I went through a postpartum depression, really hard, um, and that's when I was like, "Okay, it's time to heal, baby. It's time
Yeah.
to heal."
For
And
sure.
that's where I'm at right now. I'm embarking on this, like, I like how TikTok says it, your Delulu.
Yeah.
The Delulu dream, but I'm it's crazy enough that it might work. It's going to work out, and
Yeah.
I've had really good opportunities come up, and that's a little bit about me.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep rambling on,
No,
but
you're fine, you're fine. I did want
yeah.
to ask, um because you had mentioned about, like, sharing your story. So, like, the we connected to through Threads, because you had put it out there that you wanted to share your story, like, you felt like it was time, and so I wanted to ask, like, what was it that encouraged you to speak up and share your story? Because 1, it is a very important story, but 2, you don't have to share it. Like, that's not something that you have to do, but yeah, I'm just intrigued.
It felt it was very interesting, I believe it happened in February, con todo lo que estaba pasando in the world and back in the United States, and I felt motivated to speak my story, and I've told my story before on TikTok, and I've gotten positive, like, "Okay, like, yeah, you go, like, we're
Mhm.
so proud of you." But this was the first time that I shared it on Threads that I got hate,
Mm.
that I should have left it on, but I deleted the post because it went viral. It got I think the threads got 500K,
Wow.
yeah, views, and it went viral, and I got so much hate.
Mm.
I screenshotted some of them, and I was like, "Peep," and I put it up on my Instagram, and I was like, this is what's happening,
Mhm.
okay? I've told my story, I did it the right way, and they're still telling me I don't deserve it. Like, what qué vamos a hacer? Like, what can I do to prove that again, I have to prove myself. It's like, no. Like, I don't we don't have to keep proving and proving and proving.
Yeah.
And so that's really what motivated me. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I got a big old mouth. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. I want to share my story because I also want to share it and start speaking out about it because I know there's a 17-year-old out there that's scared
Yeah.
because it's scary. And that's
It
a
is.
normal reaction. Like it's normal to feel scared and have those emotions, pero don't let those dictate you. Don't let those consume you because your worth is your worth. Like you find your
Yeah.
worth within you. Okay. You're gonna be carrying all these things throughout all these next couple of years, but it's like you have worth. You have worth here in the United States. You have worth in Mexico. You have worth where you are from, wherever. Where
Yeah.
you set your roots, where you set your ground, you have worth. And I remember telling my husband, I was like, let's go to Mexico. I'm tired. Let's just go. Um, Early on when we got married because I missed it. Like, I
Yeah.
got used to the living out there. Out there is a little it's very not a little, it's different. It's a
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
structure, it's a different community, and you know your neighbors.
Yeah.
I don't know my one of my neighbors, I don't know them. The other, kind of yeah, we've known each other, but, like, out there, you know everybody's neighbor.
Yeah.
You know, and then I so and so's son passed away. Oh, let's make them food.
Yep.
Let's come together. Let's go tell them that we're here or if they need anything, that they got our support. Like, wow. I don't see that here. Like that doesn't I've never seen that here.
Yeah.
And it's like I it's love out there. And I really talked about it with my husband. I was like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "No." Like, he's the reason that I set my roots here, but, like, I was really debating. I was like, "Maybe I can do it out there too," because
Mhm.
the art out there is oh, like, it's a beautiful. And I was like, I really there's a school, um, that I wanted to go to, an art school out there, but I couldn't go because I didn't have my high school. And I was like, "I have my high
Oh,
school now. What if I just go over there?" But
yeah.
then I'm like, "I can barely write and read." "Oh, okay." In both languages.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, um, so maybe, but, yeah, I set my roots here, and that was my destiny, and yeah, I I lost my train of thought because I heard my
It's
baby. I'm sorry if I hear
um,
my baby.
it's all good. So tell us about your art. You told us a little bit in the beginning about the art. So when did you start drawing, painting, and where do you share it? How can people support you? All the things.
I forgot to say this little piece. I've been drawing all my life. Like,
Okay.
I since I was little. I've been a very good I remember in elementary school, they were like, "Wow." I remember in elementary school, my art teacher pulled me aside and said, "You ha" I still remember her. She's the only one that believed in me.
Ah.
Shout out to my art teacher. I love her from elementary school. I'll find you one day. I found her the other day, but I'll find you. Um, I love her. She pulled me aside and she told me, "You have a gift,
Mm.
okay? Promise me that you will keep nurturing it."
Aw.
I remember her voice, and, I don't wanna I go everywhere, but, like, I really remember her because nobody else kinda saw it
Mhm.
as un don, like, they would kinda be like I know, bless my parents, pero, like, "Están trabajando," they were busy,
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
surviving, so they were like, "Oh, yeah, you're good. Good job." Like, "Awesome, but remember, that's not gonna pay your bills.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a starving artist, okay?" I was like, "Okay." So, like, I grew up with that mindset, like, I can't pursue this because I'm not gonna make any money, and I have to go to college and keep going and you know?
Get that corporate job.
So,
Mhm.
get that corporate job that I hated, and, and um, I never really saw a point to it. I tried a little bit in 2016, but again, I dipped my toes a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, no, no, no." Like, imposter syndrome, like, I'm not good enough.
Mm.
Seen all these artists? Did you see what she made? No, I can't do that. Um, so, through my motherhood, through todo eso lo que me pasó, that's when I really started going back to it.
Mm.
'Cause I had an epiphany, and I'll show the artwork right now. Oh, aquí está. Sorry, I thought it was already laid down. This one. I made this artwork first, and I was like, "What do I want my children to remember me as?
Mm.
The sad mom? The surviving mom? The" No. I'm in art. I like art, and
Mm.
I want them to see me pursuing this passion, pursuing this, and I wanna pave the road to them that be like, "You can do this." Like,
Mhm.
what you set your mind, you can do this, and you can do it. It's gonna be work. Either way, it's gonna
Yeah.
be work, but, like, it's possible, okay? We have these resources now that make this possible, makes this tangible, and it's so cute because I have my own this is my little studio. This is where I make the magic. This is the corner of my kitchen.
Mm.
I have a little corner all to myself. I picked the little corner because it allows me space to nurture my children, but also be like, okay, here. And I want to shout you out for motivating me. I remember a few weeks ago, I was like, girl, you're on it. I was like, I can do that. I can get on that. And
Yes.
that really motivated me, and then seeing multiple women, I'm like, "Okay, alright, I can structure this, I can do this." So, I schedule out my days, like como un trabajo, this is my job.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
I schedule
exactly.
them out. I'm like, "Okay, from here to here, I'm gonna do this, from there, I have an event from this time to this time, I'm gonna find" like, todo está scheduled, and
Good.
that's how I make it work.
Good.
Because it's hard trying to again, you're running, I'm not running anymore,
Yeah.
right? I'm structured, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Tell us how people can support you.
Yes. I am on Instagram. I made, shout out to my little business and how it came to be. It's called Sagrario Arte Studio,
Mm.
and I've gotten a lot of not backlash, but they're like, "Wow, that's such a hard name. Like, why we can't say that name?" And I'm like, "I don't care.
Yeah.
You wanna know? That's my mom's name."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so sweet.
and I've only met 2. I haven't met a lot of Sagrarios,
Mm.
and Sagrario means sacred, basically.
Yeah.
If you go into depth, más cosas, pero, like, Sagrario means sacred, and that's what this is. This is sacred to me. This is honoring my roots, promoting empowerment to my community, to women, to finding their voice, and to mental health. Again,
Yeah.
like, you're not alone. You're not alone, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I all those emotions, all those feelings, and, um, I just yeah, I want my art to give people hope.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Aw. Um, Last question to wrap up this amazing conversation. You have such an incredible story, and thank you so much for sharing so much. And
Thank you.
yes, so what does the American dream mean to you?
I I was I saw that and I was like, "Oh, no." Okay. What does the American dream mean to me? I was contemplating because, like, triunfar, of course, pero it has redefined itself these last couple years for me specifically, and sí, of course, quiero triunfar, of course, that's the goal, but I want to find my peace.
Mm,
Like, I want to yes, we have to work, but we're more than our work.
mm,
We can chase these things, and it's not I wanna change that chase. Not chase, but, like, we can go for these things and find a community and be that voice.
yeah,
Like, it's the American dream is very different now than what the American dream was when my parents were younger. I was
yeah.
speaking to my dad the other day, and he was like, "I don't know if I would have stayed knowing what we know now."
Mm,
Like, I believe Mexico is so different now that it's like he's like, "I miss it." I
yeah,
and it was one of those, it's like, you think about it, like, what would have my life been if we never
yeah.
left? And the American dream, yeah, is different now. It's obtainable,
Mhm.
pero no es solo trabajar. Es
Yeah,
más, we're more than our work.
yeah,
We're culture, we're community, we're love. Like, I believe that's why I love my Vegas.
mm,
Vegas has a very diverse community and acceptance, and don't get me wrong, it's crazy. It's Vegas still, but
yeah.
I love my Vegas. I love my community out here, and yeah. Sorry, that's kinda like an answer, but not an answer. I'm trying.
No, you're fine, you're fine, it's perfectly fine, but it's true, it's the American dream is very personal, it's very unique for each person, but, hindsight is always 20/20, and it's like you do think back of, like, what would my life have been if I decided to stay and things like that, and yeah, no, but thank you so much for this, thank you for sharing,
Oh,
thank you
thank
for your courage to share, continue to share, please.
you.
Continue to draw, continue to share your art because art is so beautiful and so unique and it tells stories and It's what you're going to leave. It's your legacy. It's what you're going to leave in this world when you're no longer here. And, you know, you're not going to regret making art. You'll regret not making it, not making the time for it and things like that. So I'm so glad that you're tapping into that creativity. I don't know if you listen to Brene Brown or follow her. So she studies shame pretty much and vulnerability. And I can't remember which book it was that I was listening to her, but she was sharing how, like, one of the things that humans need is to, like, to be happy is like to be creative. Like, we need to have a creative outlet. But unfortunately, it's like she did a survey of bunch of people. I can't remember how many, but a lot of them had a teacher kind of make fun of their art at one point in their life, and that scarred them.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
something that they remember, and it's crazy because you remember your art teacher, like, praising your work, and that's what
Yeah,
came to mind because the majority of people, got that scar of, like, got told that their art was not good, and so because of that, the scarring that they've had, they don't tap into their creativity. Like,
mhm,
they think that they're not creative, but she
yeah,
shares that, like, we need a creative outlet of some kind. And
yes.
so for me, it's writing, it's poetry, it's podcasting. You have your art, and so I'm really glad that you are tapping into that and nurturing that, and you have that because it is actually very important in our healing and in our happiness as humans, as how we're created. So, really glad that you're doing that.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so thankful for this opportunity, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm so
so
excited for
ex
for
I'm
you
excited to
sharing.
live, to go,
Yes.
like, I'm excited. Like, motherhood, women, in general for me, women, we need this creative outlet.
Yeah.
We need to a community, we need, like, our village, we todo esto, and this has been very helpful for me because I'm home.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm always home, so, like, all of this creative outlet has been very healing for me,
Yeah.
and I encourage other people and, like, treat yourself, like, do
Yeah.
do something for you.
For you.
Do
Yes.
something for you, mama, like,
Yes.
and
Exactly.
so this helps because this is my
Mhm.
baby. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I want everyone to I'm gonna include the link to your Instagram in the show notes and show descriptions because I want everyone to go and follow you and check out your artwork and support. And thank you again so much for this. And I know we'll stay in touch throughout this journey. So thank you again so much for this.
No, thank you. Thank you for your space. Gracias. I hope I wasn't, like, todo.
You're fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Podcast.